So, just to wrap up this conversation, where do you see yourself fitting into the group after this season?
Porsha and Shamea's friendship fallout took another dramatic turn during the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 17 reunion, when Porsha revealed that she had been hearing that Shamea was talking about her behind her back. This revelation became one of the biggest points of tension because the two women had already spent the season dealing with the breakdown of their friendship. What made this moment even more complicated was that Porsha was not simply discussing what happened between them directly. She was bringing up information she said had reached her from other people.
So, just to wrap up this conversation, where do you see yourself fitting into the group after this season?
Well, I tried to approach them as best as I could this season. And I felt like it went downhill when it was implied that I was the one trying to create a division on this side of the couch. There's no one on this side that I said anything about it. I didn't put a battery in Kelly's back. I've never confided in Kelly about anything that has been shared with me with Porsha.
That's actually not true.
There's very true.
There's a friend who Shamea's friends with, and she told me that she had gone out with you and a friend. She didn't specify Kelly because she knows we're on the show. But she said that you were talking about me.
I never talk about Porsha, right?
That's not true.
That's not true. Even last year, Andy, when you said that
Andy,
Porsha's always wanted you to be a part of the
quick
friend,
conversation?
I have
We need to have a
text
very
message that
housewife
proves
conversation.
a lot of this stuff.
What is that?
Evidence.
This is a text message saying it's going to be hard, that you have to go against me to get on the show, but I love you, so be your ass there.
This was in reference to a party that Shamea had, and she invited an ex of mine.
I was actually
Andy, what I was
auditioning,
trying
and you
to bring
said,
around
I
was,
hope you get what
back
you
in
want.
the day, she started this whole thing of talking behind my back to the girls years ago. It continued this season. Cynthia, you can speak to that.
I will say that we have had conversations in the past. We talked about it on the show. Maybe last season that Porsha was a good friend.
But this was around Nene, Sheree, the whole last cast.
What? I can't speak for them. I will say those conversations definitely happened.
Well, from high school,
you were not a friend.
Porsha made it clear that she believed Shamea had been discussing her, and that added another layer to an already damaged relationship. At this point, the question became what exactly Shamea had been saying, and why Porsha felt the need to address it at the reunion. The situation also connected back to everything that had happened earlier in the season. Porsha and Shamea had already reached a point where their friendship was no longer what it used to be, and the events in Scotland pushed their problems even further. During the reunion, Porsha explained that she had heard things about herself that she was not aware had been said. That made her question the friendship and the way Shamea had been handling their issues. Shamea, however, maintained her own position about the relationship. She had already explained that she had been holding certain things inside for years and had reached a point where she could no longer ignore them. That is what makes this situation so complicated. Both women are bringing their own history into the argument, but they are approaching the fallout from completely different directions. Porsha is focused on what she says Shamea has been saying about her, while Shamea has been focused on the things she experienced throughout their friendship that eventually changed how she viewed Porsha. And this is where the reunion becomes especially revealing. The issue is no longer just about one disagreement in Scotland. It is about trust. Once Porsha believed that Shamea was discussing her behind her back, repairing the friendship became even more difficult. For Porsha, a friendship requires loyalty, and hearing that private issues were being discussed could only make the situation worse. At the same time, Shamea's decision to speak about her own experiences shows that she also felt there were unresolved issues that needed to be addressed. The reunion therefore exposed two women who may still have love and history between them, but who clearly no longer see their friendship the same way. Porsha and Shamea once had a very close relationship, but after everything that happened, the biggest question is whether there is anything left to rebuild. The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 17 reunion is showing that their fallout is much deeper than one argument. There are years of history, hurt feelings, questions about loyalty, and now accusations that private conversations were being discussed. And with Porsha directly confronting the issue of Shamea talking about her, their already complicated relationship has become even harder to repair.